Good morning, everyone. This is Table for Two with Naomi Nachman on the Nachum Segal Network. Our show is sponsored by Natural and Kosher Cheeses, when quality and flavor matter. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Naomi Nachman, and I'm about all the food all the time. I love food. I love shopping for it, cooking it, eating at restaurants, anything food related. I'm a kosher personal chef. My business is called the Aussie Gourmet. I give cooking classes, run chop competitions, cook for people for Pesach, Yom Tov, Shavuos. Anytime you don't feel like cooking, you can give me a call. I hope you'll tune in every week and hear from my awesome guests, and this week is no exception, and hear about my kosher food traveling and sharing of great recipes and ideas each week. But I also want to hear about your experiences too, so send me an email at naomi@nachumsegal.com. You can join my fan page on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, and I have my website, theaussiegourmet.com. You can sign up for a newsletter. And yeah, so if you eat it, share it with me. I love to hear about it. We are at the countdown. There is like 2 weeks to Pesach. I am knee-deep in matzah balls. I'm causing a Pesach panic to everyone. But I just wanted to give a shout out to a restaurant I just went to in the Five Towns. A new restaurant opened maybe 2 months ago. A milchik restaurant, which I was so excited about. It's called Cork and Slice. They reached out to me. They said, Naomi, come on down. Well, let's do dinner and a schmooze and let's talk about everything. And I'm like, sure. I told my husband, he's like, I'm so happy because I was going to take you out and this might be a good place to go. He pulled me out of the Pesach kitchen and went to Cork and Slice. One of the best meals I've ever had. It's dairy, but high-end dairy without being too costly. You're not going to get these crazy, gigantic portions because everything is handmade. They hand-make their cheeses. They hand-make their pastas. They go to such detail within their food, from their plating to the ambiance to the attention to detail the waiters give you. So wherever you live in America, and you are looking for a kosher destination restaurant, which I like to call it, you've got to try Cork and Slice. It was really a magnificent meal, and it was very exciting to be pulled out of the kitchen. So, husbands who are listening, your wives are busy, or maybe you're the Pesach maker in your house. Take some time out. Give your spouse or your partner or your roommate, whoever's making you Pesach, your mum, your mother-in-law, take them out of the kitchen one night. We've got 2 weeks before Pesach. They're probably shopping all the time and doing stuff. Just give them a little time out. It just kind of reboots the brain a little bit, and you'll see how much better the food will be and your relationship will be with your friend or someone who you love and care about. That's really important. Another really cool thing that happened to me this week, I got a special delivery from Vermont. I'm thinking, who is sending me something from Vermont? Ben and Jerry's. I'm like, oh my God, that is so exciting. So when the FedEx package arrived, I had a feeling it might be the new Parva ice cream that came out. So if you go onto my Instagram page, Naomi Nachman, you will see I got 4 different flavors. 2 out of the 4 were outstanding. The other 2 were good. They tasted like good Parva ice cream. But the 2 flavors I liked was the coffee and caramel, which I didn't think would go together so well because they're good on their own, coffee and caramel. And together, they were a flavor bomb. So I really like that. And the other one that was really good, I'm drawing a blank on the name. Okay, which one? The fudge one. Did you get it?
I got it too.
Shashi
Best
also got
shalach ever.
Oh, right. So
Yeah.
it was awesome. So I just want to give them a big shout out. Definitely, I believe they're available at Target. People were asking me where I said I got mine from Vermont, but you can go to your local Target stores or ask your local kosher supermarket. I believe after Pesach, Glat's going to be getting it in. So be on the lookout for Parva, Ben and Jerry's. So that's super, super exciting. All right. So we got a really exciting show today. I have one of my favorite people in the studio today. She was on maybe a year ago.
Yeah, around then.
Around like the winter time. It was a little bit chilly still.
Right.
And we went up to Petite Shell afterwards.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was good. And we saw Max Brenner there. We took photos.
And that was even more awesome.
And that was cool, right? So I have Shashi Turin, a.k.a. Cooking in Heels. But she's here to talk about a few different projects that she's working on and her good friend and colleague, Talia. Hi, Talia. Welcome to the show. Talia
Bendel.
Bendel. And they're going to talk about their exciting projects, but let's have a quick hello to Shashi. So,
Hi.
how's it going?
It's going great. You know, you mentioned about the Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
Yeah.
So the other week I went to Russ and Daughters and I picked up a babka, and they've been showing how they make like babka ice cream sandwiches, and I was planning on doing that for Shabbos with my Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
That's a great idea.
Isn't that awesome? Okay, sneak peek on my Instagram page. Just
Yeah,
letting you know.
so make sure you check that out because we can still eat chametz, and you can make it as chametzy as you can by eating the babka.
I'm planning on going all out on that.
How was the babka? Did you try some from Russ and Daughters?
It was really, really good. I mean, it's not like oozy chocolatey kind, but it's good.
I like the oozy chocolatey kind.
Me too.
I like them all.
Yeah.
Any babka's a good babka.
That is true. I think Pomegranate at the Kosher Food and Wine Show, I want to say had pastrami babka or bacon babka.
Get out.
Something like insane with meat in the babka.
Really?
Gotta get on that.
It was good. It was really good. I really
Yeah.
appreciated that. Being a carnivore and, a babka lover. So I actually saw babka on TV once for QVC.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, so I got to take home everything off the set. So when I'm done, I'm not going to leave all that great kosher food behind. They don't care.
Made a
So-
party, took it home.
So I took it. Of course, I leave the production crew a gift and say thank you, and the people who set it up, I leave them the gift of saying thank you. So that was fun. But yeah, we love the babka and any yeast cakes. I grew up Shabbat morning, we would have chocolate yeast cakes with chocolate milk for breakfast.
That sounds so
we would call
good.
them, oh my God, what did we call them? We called them something, chocolate rogalach. I can't even remember what we called them, but big yeasty chocolatey. In Israel they had, when I was there now in January, we went to marzipan and all the
Gosh, stop.
rogalach.
My husband and I actually went to all the different bake shops. Like he said, his favorite is Nachman, I think.
Cafe Netman, yeah.
In Geula.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, marzipan's 10 times better. So what we did is we kept sampling back and forth. It was a very fattening summer, but we kept sampling back and forth to see whose was better. Worth it. It was. Totally. It was worth it.
I love it. I love it. Okay, cool. So, Shosh, what have you been up to besides, what's new on the blog? What's new in the cooking world?
Tons of great new things. So I've been experimenting with a lot of Asian flavors, which I really, really like. But and that's what I've done in the past. But now I'm moving towards Indian style cooking.
Up top, high five.
Yay.
All right, I love it. I love Indian curry.
Yeah.
Coconut.
But what I found really challenging about it is balancing the spices, because sometimes they taste a little powdery. But if you add a little bit of acid, like lemon or vinegar, it totally smooths it out, which is great.
Okay, what kind of recipes are you making?
Curries?
Curries?
I don't know, just any and everything.
Because we don't have kosher really good. I shouldn't say we don't have. We have a limited kosher.
Right.
There's something that's just open in Great Neck. I've got to make
really?
Let's go.
We should.
We should, yeah.
Must.
And
tagging along.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
you're invited.
For sure. Whoever wants to join us, we love to eat together.
We're all
in
going to be
groups.
there, all together.
I love Indian. There's just not enough. There is a place in Connecticut. It's definitely a road trip. Really, really, really authentic. It's I'm not sure if it's dairy, but it's for sure parv.
That sounds
I
they
just
eat
couldn't
mostly
tell.
vegetarian.
Yeah,
anyway.
so I think we went there after the JWE conference. I've spoken about it on the radio. Navratara. I'm really bad at pronouncing how they say it, but it was.
I won't embarrass you. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have to tell me. I'll
Already-
look it up.
Already, my accent's a little cuckoo. So yeah. All right. So nice. Everyone who's not following Shashi Turin, please get on her Instagram page. She has I don't know, 10, 15,000 followers. It's unreal. She's so creative. But tell everyone why Cooking in Heels came about. How the whole shoe food thing.
Okay, so I've always loved shoes and food. I just never put it together. But the reason why I called my blog Cooking in Heels is because I used to come home straight from work. I'm a nurse by trade, going for my nurse practitioner's degree.
Whoa, she's clever too.
Thanks. And I used to come home straight from working, still in my heels, and go straight to the kitchen. And I used to cook in my heels. Also, by the way, I could not reach the cabinets without wearing them unless I like stood on like several step stools. So I'd be like putting them on anyway, just for convenience purposes.
Right, yeah. How tall are you?
5'1.5".
Okay. And she says that so proud.
I'm mini me.
Okay. No, you don't seem like you're not so tall. Because she's wearing those.
I believe
heels.
good things come in small packages.
Oh, they do.
Like
Look
amen.
at this. Look at this.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm looking at her shoes. I've got it. You always have to follow Shashi because she cooks amazing, but as we said, she cooks in high heels and she posts really cool shoes.
Yes. I wish I could say that I take more pictures of food than I do of shoes, but I have, I think, equal amounts of food and shoes in my photo library. If there's something that I don't have a lot of, don't judge me on this, but I think it's my kids. I don't have enough pictures of them.
That's so cute.
I have like food, shoes, and like kids.
Yeah, that's funny.
Priority.
I love them though.
I was actually I was in Las Vegas a couple of months ago, just passing through town to the airport. We did a bit of a national parks drive, and we the easiest way when you start off in Phoenix is you drive out through Arizona and Utah and then home through Vegas. So we were in this hotel lobby and they had a giant shoe. So I took a picture of it and I said to my husband, I'm sending this to my friend Shashi. So I have to actually send you that picture.
But
Are
like
you talking about the
everyone's
Cosmopolitan?
At a hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been.
On the Strip?
On the Strip.
Yeah,
It was this giant
definitely
shoe.
Cosmopolitan. Yeah.
I think I got in the shoe.
Black stiletto.
Yeah, I think I got in the shoe.
Yeah, you got to get that picture.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, you should all know that every once in a while, Naomi during her travels will send me a picture of something with
shoes.
shoes
Oh.
and be like,
I
I thought of you, which is the sweetest thing.
I saw in Sedona, in the middle of like Echveld, right, I had this shopping strip, and they had menorahs in the window because I guess it was like maybe a month before Hanukkah, and it was all shoes.
so
The menorahs.
right,
all
and
shoes.
she sent it to me.
I sent that to you.
and then
yeah.
I
So
posted like a menorah blahnik.
That's very cute. Very cute. Yeah. Okay. So, I reached out to Shashi because, it's been a while since she's been on the show and I had to have her back on. But we were talking about all the different things she's doing. Shashi got me involved in this mod movement.
Yes.
That she is involved with. And I really was really proud when she asked me and honored. And I said, let's share this around a little bit. It's a little bit, you ask all the food bloggers to get involved.
Right.
The From
Food
food
bloggers.
bloggers. And you'll explain to everyone exactly what the mod movement is. And her friend Talia is with us. And we're going to talk about this brilliant idea, an inspirational idea that she had.
Talia and I are two of the members of our team. There's also Chevy. She owns My Mother's Amour in Brooklyn.
Chevy.
Yay, Chevy. And what happened was that one day Chevy came to me and said, there are so many influential women on Instagram that reach so many women throughout the world. And, if we came together and said something important, something worthwhile, then we would be able to really make a difference in the world. So I said, that's a great idea. So we decided to start forming this collaborative effort of everybody. And we called it the Mod Movement. Ty has a great explanation for why we call it the Mod Movement.
It's modern, right?
Yeah.
It's a bit of like, so being, Jewish, and we have this incredible culture that goes back, goes way, way back. And we have these things that even in our homes, like our kosod and our menorahs, like you were saying, they're ancient items and objects that we use in a modern world. We're an ancient culture that has stuck through time, but we're living and adapting in the modern world. So people may take that for granted sometimes, maybe not, but it just totally is. It's completely apropos to what we do because we are modern women with a modest vision.
Modest women.
Modest women with a modern vision, of
Right.
course. And we're just, sticking to the things that we believe in that mean a lot to us, that we want to, spread and help people realize that they can still, do that and live in a modern world. And
Right, and embracing it. So
it,
what
yeah.
we do is basically our primary platform right now is Instagram, just because, that's where That's where the future is right now.
Right. Even though I think it might be changing or something, right? Didn't we have to turn on notifications?
Don't talk about it.
And-
What does that mean?
Oh my gosh, they're changing their algorithms. So basically, instead of, how posting times were really important,
Posting times.
right? Like you would have to post a certain time of day to get the most amount of likes.
I didn't know that. Is that what I'm doing wrong?
I told you I was going to have to teach you all
I
this
know we have
stuff.
to have a lesson. Okay.
So posting times used to be really important, but Instagram figured out that people would never get to the bottom of their feed. So what they do now is you turn on your post notifications, you get an alert that your favorite person has posted a picture on Instagram, and then you go to Instagram and then you like their picture. And based on the amount of pictures that you like, that's how they know what to show up first in your feed.
Oh, it sounds so complicated.
Yeah.
So I have to go and turn on everybody's notifications?
You don't have to.
I follow like 1,000 people.
But only the ones that you really want to see.
But I want to see everybody.
Okay.
That's why I follow them.
So it'll show anyway the ones that you go to the most. Like it'll know that anyway. Even if you don't put on the notification, if their algorithm is correct, then it'll just the ones that you want to see all the time will show up first.
So make sure when this algorithm changes, which we don't know when.
It was supposed to change yesterday. I didn't see any changes.
Yeah. So make sure you do turn on notifications for, let's see, all the food bloggers, Naomi Nachman, Cooking in Heels,
Kingdom to come.
Kingdom to Come, which is fashion, right?
Yes.
Awesome. We'll talk about but continue the conversation. But so do that. Okay, that was a little side note because
Right.
we got a little panic there. And of course, the Nachum Segal Network and Nachum Segal and Miriam Wallach and whoever else on our group,
All the
Nachum
people.
Segal, all the hosts, you do that for the Nachum Segal Network because we love you and you love us. Okay.
Okay.
Carrying on.
About the mod movement. So basically what we do is every couple months we focus on a different charity that helps women. So like Bona Olam, Arnava, Sister to Sister.
I've heard of those, a lot of them.
And yeah, so we focus on one of these charities, and what we do is on our actual Instagram page, we go to the women that run these organizations. We interview them, so you can see kind of like what's going on behind the scenes.
Where do you do that? Where do you post that interview?
On our Instagram.
Okay.
For now, we're working on
Expanding.
a website.
Excellent.
So we post like a little bit behind the scenes what goes on, and we speak about like these women, how they manage to do it all while still giving back so much to the community. Like we just interviewed Arnava. We spoke about, this woman has 5 kids. She works 24/7, but she still has time for manicures.
Right.
So
taking
it's
care
great.
of herself a
Make it
little
work.
bit.
Yeah. So we wanted to show that aspect, how women are great and they're so forward thinking and
Like the
they're able to
from
handle
women
yes.
in business, in married lives or in from lives, even if they're not married,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
so they're able to handle like
being from, being modern and
and
being a mitzvah girl.
doing amazing things.
Sounds a bit corny.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
sorry. I know that sounded a bit
So
corny.
they're able
but-
to handle that, and also we wanted to show like through speaking to them what it is that goes on in the day to day, like things that we don't see, like the Brooklyn market was just a couple weeks ago.
Can we just talk about that? I was really sad I got to miss that, but I did send in after talking
Yes.
to you. I did do my raffles. I guess I didn't win because nobody called.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I think you could check on their website.
You know what I say? I won because I gave to DACA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's true.
I know. I'm so corny.
Good on the
today.
corny today.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
enough.
Sorry, guys. Stick with
no,
me.
but it was so sweet that you did that. And so at the Brooklyn market, the Brooklyn market is amazing, but we know we're supporting our Naba, but we don't know what it is that goes on the day to day behind the scenes, what they really do.
All right, yeah. Can you quick question. What is Ornava? I've heard of it.
Okay.
I know they have a Pesach program fundraiser. I know they have the Ornava market. What is Ornava?
So Arnava is an organization that's multifaceted. It has many different things that they do in order to help women spiritually, emotionally, sometimes physically if necessary. They have the part of it where they empower women and help them spiritually, where they give classes and create they give classes in Brooklyn and they
Like Shirim or
like shirim, but also like Zumba and challah baking.
Oh,
So to create like a
beautiful.
community of women.
And how do we? Are they on Facebook? How can we get more information? Or Nava.com or something?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think arnava.com or arnava.org.
Okay.
One of them.
You can Google them.
Yeah, just do Arnava. They also have a shidduch initiative. They have a school
I love that.
for girls that were
At risk.
at risk and that are looking to be on the mend. And they also have like emotional support for women, like therapy and
I love
and
that.
like they do amazing things. So we wanted to tell people about what it is that they do, because there are so many organizations like Ornava that people say, I know about that, I've heard about that, but what did they do?
Exactly right. What is it?
Like somebody said to me, sister to sister, oh, don't they like donate clothing to people? And I'm like, no.
No, they're a
They're
support
a support group for women who are divorced.
I did a cooking course, rice sushi making maybe 3-4 years ago on a Sunday morning, and they had a Shabbaton, and I went up and I did a cooking class, and there were so many amazing, strong, or women who were on the path to becoming strong. I don't know what healing,
Yeah.
and they were all there, and I had an incredible experience with them.
That is, it's amazing what they do. So that's really what the mod movement's about. And the way that we raise, we also try to raise funds for these organizations. So the way we do that is we pick a fun, trendy way to get people involved and raise money.
Spread the
So,
word.
Yeah.
And donate.
Highlight different
yeah.
organizations. And
Yeah. So Talia can talk about what we just did for our Nava at the
Yeah, Seeing I missed it, I need a bit of a recap.
yeah, it was actually my first year, and it was incredible. It was wow, like it was amazing.
overwhelming.
In a good way, though.
Yes.
Time sort of flew. So what we did was we reached out to a lot of people in the community. We already had a bunch of women and people that wanted to be involved with the mod movement. So we reached out to them for this specific thing we were doing to donate anything that would be, sellable. It could be anything from clothes, shoes, accessories, bags, gift certificates, so that we could sell it at the market and so we can make money for Ornava.
And it was kind of like exciting because it was people's favorite fashion bloggers and stores that were donating things. So it was like an exciting thing to buy.
Yeah, it was. We had a lot of people with big Instagram presences that really made it, the extra mile for us. It's about spreading the word, and the more people that know about us, the more we can do, and the more we can reach, right?
Right. So at the market, we sold a lot of things, and it was such a nice.
What did you sell?
Well, we sold clothing and accessories, and we also sold caramels for me. Yay!
Yay! Because
sold out.
with the foodies.
Sold out. Sold out.
Of course. Of course.
And we had a gorgeous jewelry. We had J. Fetter Jewelers, which was amazing. Their pieces are incredible.
And she came up from Florida and stood there in the booth the entire time. It was
Beautiful.
so sweet.
Yeah.
And we ended up making somewhere around $3,000. We haven't tallied it up yet, but somewhere around $3,000 for our Nava.
That's beautiful. That's really nice. And every organization did that. All the different shops and booths had stuff to sell.
Right, all the place. So the market itself was, the stores pay a certain amount to Arnava, and they say so that they can get a booth, and then there were so many women. It was amazing.
I'm so sad. I wish I could have been there. Okay, we're gonna make
basically
it.
yeah.
Right.
There's always next year.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's gonna have to be bigger next year.
Yeah.
Probably.
Where was it?
At the Brooklyn Expo Center.
I don't even know where that is.
No, it's like in Williamsburg. I didn't know where it was.
Oh, like right here over the bridge. Have you heard of that, CK? The Brooklyn Expo Center?
It's by Greenpoint.
72 Noble Street.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds trendy.
It is.
It's like a very trendy area.
Cool. Now, I'm sitting here and having this amazing conversation, but the girls are actually teasing me because they've got this plate of food that they brought in.
Tease no more.
Yeah, teasing.
This is, well, I'm still working on the recipe. The taste is all there, but the thing I want it to do is just not happening.
Okay, so what do you want it to do?
Okay, so
Those of
these
you-
are...
Yeah, I'm just going to tell everyone you're watching it. If you're not listening, you can also watch us on YouTube. We have a channel, the Nachum Segal Net, and Shush is going to tease you with this. And me and CK are going to eat that.
Okay, so these are lavender lemon bars.
Lavender lemon bars.
So
Okay.
what I want it to do is I want it to be lemon bars with a lavender swirl coming throughout. But basically, it's not happening.
Who taught you how to cook? You're a genius. And you're
I
like,
have
you're
no
so
idea.
young. You're so young. Guys, Shush is a real young mum. You know,
Yeah.
she's very accomplished. As we said, she's in the nursing field. And she has 2 wonderful children and a lovely husband whose Instagram page is cooking in flats.
Eating in
together.
flats.
Eating in flats. Hilarious.
Hysterical.
So, how did you get the inspiration, lavender and lemon? I never would have.
I mean, for me, it's a classic combination.
Okay.
Okay, so you say, like, I'm really accomplished, and I appreciate that. But only at, like, different things. Like, if you ask me to make you your shami kugel, I have no idea how.
Me either.
Okay.
Do you know? Do you cook? ZK knows how to cook. Do you do your shami kugel? Yeah. He's good. Yeah, I've no. Yeah.
So,
I know
like,
how to buy
these
it.
things come naturally to me. Lavender and lemon is a classic pairing.
It is
to
okay.
me.
Okay,
But-
maybe it is. I just.
But, you know, potato kugel is, like, not within my realm of...
Do you know what I had to do for my Pesach customers this year?
What?
I have to this date have made. I'm just going to do a little math here. 29 potato kugels. I have made
Hand-graded? Don't say
29
hand-graded.
No.
Okay, thank
no.
God.
I have an amazing team who work with me,
amazing.
and we have made 29 potato kugels.
of
19
potato kugel.
I made at my house for private customers. Oh, plus 3 up 6, which is the potato kugel with the meat in the bottom. So that really adds to the tally, plus another 10. So, yeah. I don't ever want to look at potato again. No, actually, the truth
I'm
is I
excited for it.
I love potato
Yeah.
kugel. Okay, I am grabbing one of these lemon lavender. What does lavender taste like? For
It
those
tastes like it smells.
Okay.
Relaxing.
relaxing. So I like the smell of this.
They're
But I'm
very
smelling lemon. Here's
sticky.
CK. You're going to get it messy, CK. Okay.
Talia? Sure.
Remember when Shashi had to plate them and they were all... Okay.
Yes. And then I was like
right.
sticky fingers person.
Uh,
Mizonos, there's flour at the bottom.
Mizono. Okay. I haven't made it, you know, with all the recipe cooking I'm doing, everything's shahako because it's a lot of my stuff is non-gebroch. So I'm like eating a cake. I got to say it's really weird to eat a cake and say shahako. Right?
is.
Because they're non-gebroch cakes.
Yeah.
For,
Like changes it for you.
it's like, that's weird. Okay. Mizono. Baruch Adonai, B'chol Prem Mizono.
I mean,
Amen.
Oh my God. Okay. He's rolling his eyes. He's a light. This is good. So I'm actually going to hold this up to the camera. Zeke, have we got that? So this is the lavender layer.
that, no, so
The
it's
darker layer?
supposed to be all together, like lemon and then lavender swirls. But it's just not swirling. It's just turning out all purple.
Oh my God. What is lavender? Can you
Lavender
explain that too?
is like,
Because I'm not a big baker. So
Okay.
I know a lot of our audience would love to know what lavender is.
so lavender is like it's an edible flower. And, well, you know, like it comes in all the soap things, but there's actually a culinary grade lavender that you can get. I usually use dried lavender because it's easier and lasts longer. But if you want to really get the flavor out of the lavender leaves, what you should do is you should crumble them in your fingers before you use it.
Like rosemary. You have to do that
Right.
also. Okay, I'm having a swig of my drink. Peach snap. I thought it was lemon.
Oh,
That was amazing.
Thank you.
That was really good. I happen
so
to love
glad.
lemon. I put a lot of lemon in all my dressings. My kids are like, what's with you and the lemon? Right.
I'm like all about
fresh.
like
A lot of lemon.
lemon zest, lemon juice, and everything.
That was divine.
I'm so glad.
Divine. Can we find that recipe anywhere?
It will be in the Jewish Echo in a month.
What's the Jewish Echo?
The Jewish Echo.
Echo. I'm sorry, that's 3 corny jokes. Sorry. She's
It's
on a
a-
corny roll.
It's a magazine that's in the Marine Park area.
Okay, Brooklyn.
But yeah, but you can find it also. They have a Facebook page with a link to the magazine.
Oh, that's very good. I see
Yeah.
you also do some writing for FYR magazine.
Yes, I do that.
With Yitti Danziger.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
every month. And then I also do some articles for Bina, which is my personal favorite because I get to travel around the world. And I spent about 3 months researching each place that I'm going to.
Really? Where you going next?
I don't even know. I just finished an article on Jamaica. It's
You went to
coming out.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I don't actually get to go there.
I thought you said you're traveling around the world.
Oh,
round
I
the world
wish.
virtually. I'm like, I'll carry your bags. Girls road trip. Okay, fine. Yeah.
So yeah, virtually. So
love it.
Yeah, I really get into the culture there, the culinary, everything that goes on, and I try to make the recipes as authentic as possible, but I make them kosher.
I love
which
that.
is amazing because a lot of these places, like let's say I did one on Vietnam, a lot of the things they use are like pork and
Right.
fish and whatever. So I,
Pork and fish together.
before there was kosher fish sauce available, I made up a substitute:
How?
soy sauce and Worcestershire.
Oh, that's interesting because it has that fishy taste.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can't have it with meat. Unless it's
Well,
OU.
it's like the Jewish brand.
Okay, but
Worcestershire.
also you should know, like if you ever see Worcestershire sauce with an OU, it means it's got less than a 60th, so it's batal b'shishim. So
Right.
you can trust the OU on that to take care of us. But this was amazing having you guys in. Like, I'm like so
We
excited.
are so thrilled to be here. It's
Yeah, this is
Naomi's
awesome.
face makes me so happy.
Oh,
I say this
she's
to
so cute.
everyone.
Look at
People
her
love
cute
that.
little
Look
face.
At her
She's
face.
so cute.
She's so cute.
We have like mutual admiration society. And when you graduate, we got to do our dinner. We keep saying we're going to go out for dinner
In December?
in December. You know what? That's not so far away.
I know.
It's really not far, but we got to talk about going out for Indian girls.
Must.
Yeah. So we got to get that on. I cannot believe a half an hour. It just like flies by
No,
like
it's
that.
over.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that so sad? We can keep schmoozing. We're going to get the Kleins on. Shifra and Shalom Klein from Joy of Kosher. You are welcome to stick around and say g'day to them. You've also written for them. You and Chaya,
Yes,
Chef Chaya.
we're actually coming out with a new article. It'll be available in a couple.
Which
months.
one? On which edition? Not Pesach.
No, I think Shavuos.
Oh yeah.
We're
They're doing the
working on
photo. They just did the photo shoot. So
Yeah, so they're gonna be doing a couple salad. We're gonna do some salads, and when Chaya and I get together, there's magic that happens.
I know that girl's magic. Absolute magic. She's hilarious.
She is hilarious.
So yeah. So follow along all the food bloggers and the fashion movement. It's funny. I have quite a lot of. I would say 80% of my feed is food. Get it? Feed food. Okay, that's 4 or 5 corner jokes. I'm really bad today. But the rest is
I
fashion.
appreciate that.
But it's fashion. Like I don't go into. Yeah, I like to see what from women are wearing and like, oh, I wish I could dress trendy like that. It's cute. Like it's.
If you could put it on, you can pull it off. Do whatever you want.
I like that. You need to take me shopping.
Let's do it.
We should do that, and then we'll go out to eat afterwards. Because then we've tied everything in that women love: food and
Then
fashion.
we'll make sure that we fit into the clothes before we try them on instead of after we eat.
Right, yeah,
Well.
let's do the shopping first and then we'll go into the fashion. We just had an amazing segment. We had Shashi Turin from Cooking in Heels and are you president of the mob movement? Are you guys co-presidents?
We are 3 tri-presidents. How do you
Okay,
say that?
co-presidents.
Okay,
Yeah, we could do
co-presidents.
co can be more than 2.
Yes.
Shavi and Shashi founded it, and then they got me along after.
Ta-
But they're the CEOs, I'll say.
Talia Bendel, am I
Yes.
saying it right?
And Naomi's on our mod squad.
I'm on the mod squad.
If you want to get on the mod
God.
squad, you should email us at themodmovement1@gmail.com.
Okay.
1 like the number.
Okay. All right, great. Thanks, guys, for you're welcome to stick around. This is Table for Two with Naomi Nachman on the Nachum Segal Network. Our show is sponsored by Natural and Kosher Cheeses, when quality and flavour matter. I just want to do our What's for Dinner segment sponsored by our amazing friends at Gourmet Glut before I introduce our amazing guests who are going to be on the phone because they are so super busy right now. Shifra and Klein of Joy of Kosher. They are actually preparing. You thought I was ahead of time for Pesach? They're already working on Shavuos. So but we're going to talk with them about Pesach, but they're working on their Shavuos edition. So they're like way ahead. Like the fashion industry, the fashion industry is always 6 months ahead of the next season. So, of course, Joy of Kosher has to keep up, but we're going to have a little chat with them about the Pesach edition. So our What's for Dinner segment sponsored by Gourmet Glut. I'm actually going to tie in our sponsor to Gourmet Glut segment because 3 brand new cheeses have become available for the public and they are available at Gourmet Glut. It is a crumbled goat cheese, okay? Shashi's still with me. We're like fainting. Love goat cheese. And goat cheese, by the way, talk about marriage of flavors, goat cheese and beets, roasted beets.
But it's 3 years ago.
I
We
know.
need to move on.
I know, but I can not get enough of beets and goat cheese, and especially Pesach. People don't think of goat cheese on Pesach and fresh food and
I am all about the fresh food on Pesach.
right. So goat cheese and roasted beet salad is a great one. They also have a feta brine. A feta in the liquid, not like just in a packet. I love that. Greek salad, serve a Greek salad, make a milchik lunch, challah moed, throw some, any kind of salad you want, crumble in some, the feta in brine. And of course, when you're traveling around in challah moed, grab one of their variety packs. Grab some matzah if you eat matzah with broths. I don't know, like some people will eat dry on matzah, not dry on matzah, not in the same mouthful, whatever your minhag is, or you can just have some plain cheese. So they have a variety tray. So you can grab all of those at Gourmet Glut, and Gourmet Glut's in Cedarhurst, and it's in Woodmere, and it's in New Jersey now, and it's in Brooklyn. So Gourmet Glut is everywhere, selling us fantastic products and bringing us the latest kosher products, as well as I've got the OU magazine right here in front of me. So this is a great magazine. Try to make sure you get a hold of that, which will guide you. So I just want to grab on the phone my very, very good friends and neighbors and the most frequented guest on Table for Two. Hi, who's that? Who have I got on the line?
Hi, it's Shifra.
Hi, Shifra. How's it going?
Hi, Shifra.
It's going great.
I have Shashi here.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Shashi. You know, Shashi's going to contributed some stuff to the Shavuos issue. So we're very excited.
Yeah,
to
we
try
were
it.
just talking about that you're going to be on. Usually I have Shifra in the studio. I always make her come in because she's so much fun to have and she always makes me nice treats too. You can always come to Table for Two. If you want to come on Table for Two and cook for me in ZK, just let me know. Naomi at nachumsegal.com. Hint, hint. We were just talking about that. And I was saying that you're so ahead of the game, even though we're going to talk about Pesach for the next 20 minutes, that you couldn't actually come in before Pesach because you're already working on Shavuos, which I think is amazing.
Yeah, but we just got the Pesach issue, and we're so excited about it.
I know, it's amazing.
You know what we do? You were talking about fresh ingredients and cooking fresh for Pesach, and that's really what makes Pesach easy. Like, if you focus on just, like, amazing produce and just really cook fresh ingredients. And actually, the Pesach issue is gluten-free because, you know, we don't really eat hummus on Pesach, so we take that
Good
opportunity to do our annual gluten-free issue, which is really, really exciting.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that magazine. I when they sent it to me to prepare my questions, it was still not off the presses yet, so I got an e-version of it. Right?
Exactly, yes.
So it's very, very impressive. I just want to congratulate you, the Joy of Kosher team, for the Israel edition, by the way. I believe that was a sellout. You sold every single one.
It was amazing.
Yes. We also had, it was like people had it for Shalmanis baskets, and it really got around.
Yeah, you did good.
So, yes, it's a magazine. It makes such a great gift.
I want to tell you, I randomly met somebody, like, you know, some person in a restaurant, we're talking, and he recognized me, came over, we were talking, and he was saying he's planning a trip to Israel, and he's reading the Joy of Kosher Israel edition as his guidebook to Israel. And I thought that was like, that gave me a lot of nachas. I said, I'm going to tell the team of
Oh,
Joy at
thank
Kosher.
you. That
So,
really is so nice
I don't
to
even
hear.
know
I mean,
the guy's
that's what
name.
we've
He
been hearing
just,
consistently about it, so that's great.
yeah, really, congratulations. And I hope this, the next edition, I know, is going to be just as successful. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Pesach?
So basically, like you were talking, in continuation with the theme of Israel, Jamie actually did a feature on the Waldorf Astoria. So it's really fascinating to read about it because the Waldorf is like this 5-star hotel in the center of Yerushalayim that's 100% kosher. But what was great about the article was the manager of the hotel, the executive chef, and the pastry chef gave tips for the home cook on preparing for Pesach. They were really, really great tips.
Can you share some with us? Or do we have to buy the You'll have to buy the magazine, but we're going to hear a little bit from Shifra.
So I'll give you an example. The executive chef says to do a salad bar. It's always impressive. People can customize their dishes, and that's great for like Chol Hamoed. You're coming back from a trip. You could prep everything before, put it out, and then like your whole family could just really enjoy themselves. And you could have some fresh protein to make it a meal. And he also shared an amazing recipe. You're into fish. Naomi, you would love this recipe.
Yeah.
It's carpaccio of beef and tuna and salmon. It was really, really delicious.
Carpaccio of beef? Tuna.
Beef.
Oh, beets. I thought you said beef. I'm like, oh.
What's Pesach without beef?
I know,
Either way, though.
we're
it's
just
good.
talking.
Carpaccio beats beef.
Yeah, all good. We like carpaccio means, does it actually mean thinly sliced? I don't even know what the word means.
What?
Carpaccio. What does carpaccio mean?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it is
Probably thinly sliced.
Thinly sliced. We're going to have to Google that. If anybody's listening out there, just send me an email if they already know, Naomi@nachumsegal.com. We're going to Google it after the show. But yeah, I like to hear back from everyone. Okay, what else?
What else is cool? We did some recipes from Sobe. The South Beach Food and Wine Festival is this annual, really, really, like it's the hottest food show of the year. And it's Food Network is involved and Food and Wine Magazine. And Chef Yosef Schwartz of House of Hipster organized a kosher. So during Sobe Fest, people go to different dinners and demos. And one of the dinner options that were available was an Exploring Israel dinner. It was fully kosher, first time ever.
That is
was
so
really
cool.
So we wrote about it. We interviewed the chef, Alon Shaya. He's a James Beard nominee from his restaurants, and also Michael Solomonov. And Michael Solomonov shared this amazing salad that's great for Pesach.
I love those guys. I love them. They don't have kosher restaurants, but they're Israeli.
I know, but Michael shared some amazing recipes you could from his new cookbook, Zahav. So he shared a great recipe
have you got the
for
book?
Pesach.
Zahav.
Yeah.
I want to get Zahav.
It's
I
a
made
great
the hummus
cookbook.
like 20 times.
I really, it's mostly kosher. So
Okay, like ottolenghi, mostly kosher. No octopus, but yeah.
yeah.
It's crazy.
And then, well, quinoa is a really cool ingredient for those who use it. It's really exciting. We have an amazing salad with quinoa.
Yeah, I use
think
quinoa.
people are using quinoa flour now, so that's another big trend.
Pereg is now making quinoa flour.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, you know what that Pereg sent me? Banana flour.
No way. And did it work? How did it work?
I don't know. I'll give you some to help me experiment. I'm like, banana flour. Oh, that was interesting.
That is interesting. Is it plantain flour? Or
I don't know. It said banana flour. Shifra, I'm going to come over and I'm going to show it to you. I'm like, it actually came to me on Purim and it wasn't kosher Pesach. So I can't do anything with it till after Pesach. But I thought, like, we should have a contest. What to do with banana flour?
I'm thinking
That's very cool.
Muffins or something. Like, yeah. I'm not a big baker, so I'm going to be playing around with it. If you have some ideas, please email me at naomi@nachumsegal.com to get us all going with banana flour. But you can use quinoa flour on Pesach.
Exactly.
You have to make sure it has the
exciting.
kashrus.
And another cool thing to use on Pesach is a spiralizer. We used it last year already, but we have some more recipes using the spiralizer, and it's just a fun way to add texture and excitement to the vegetables that you're using.
Yeah, I'm going to the Doral run by Ram Caterers for Pesach. I'm going to be giving cooking classes, and I'm going to be doing a spiralizing class. And one of the
awesome.
recipes I did last year, I totally gave Tamar Genga the credit because it was her recipe. But we did the fettuccine Alfredo with zoodles and
Nice.
for Pesach, and everyone loved it. And it was an incredible recipe. So you can go check
Yeah.
out that recipe from last year. And, of course, I think you had spaghetti bolognese for this year.
Yeah, so we have spaghetti bolognese, which is amazing. And then from our last year issue, so definitely worth subscribing. I'll just tell your listeners that they can go on joyouskosher.com/magazine. And if you're going anywhere, you're visiting family, it's also a great gift. It's a hostess gift.
Yeah, no, it's a great gift. I've given it before as a gift. You know, it's and how many issues do you give a year now? Are you producing a year? 6?
It's 6 a year, and it comes out like a nice amount of time before each Yom Tov. So it really helps you plan and give you some fun ideas for Yom Tov.
Yeah.
Like what was really cool, did you see the salt block in the issue?
Oh my God, I was dying to talk to you about that. A couple months ago, I was away and I was at a friend's house, and she got a salt block as a gift, and she didn't know if it was kosher. So she asked me, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. So I saw you have about
we
it.
work with we always ask the OK our questions.
Okay.
And the OK said that if it's pure salt, it's totally fine, and it's also kosher for Pesach.
So what do you do with a salt slab? Can you give us some
the salt
suggestions?
slab is it's really cool. It's multi-purpose. We put slices of salmon on it, and the more it sits, the salt starts sort of like melting into the salmon. It cures the salmon. The salmon was like a quick cure of salmon. The tuna, we put tuna on it. So the thinner the pieces of protein or vegetables that you put on it, the quicker it gets, the more salt it absorbs. So it can't sit on it for too long. People also put it in the oven or on the grill, get it nice and hot. You can then use it to like quickly cook beef or chicken. There's really a lot you can do with it, and it's really cool. It's just like something fun to bring to the table.
Yeah, it sounds so interesting. Where does one buy one from?
Good old Amazon.
Love Amazon for those
Yeah.
hard to find ingredients. Sometimes Gourmet Glatt can't get something in, or it's unavailable through their distributors, and just go to Amazon.com. They will try very hard for you. They will fight tooth and nail for you. But once in a while, there's something or they're out of stock or something. But you just go to Amazon. It's amazing.
For everything.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? What else can you share with
We
us?
also did Marissa Caroline. She's a professional organizer, and she did a countdown. So our magazine comes out 3 weeks before Pesach. So she did a 3-week countdown to a Serene Pesach.
I loved that.
And,
Loved
yeah,
that.
It was
That
really
was
good
fantastic.
breakdown of just what you can do. The more you plan, the more organized you are. And the best thing I loved was Michael Solomon. We interviewed him, and I love what he said. He said, at the end of the day, it's just food. Just everyone should, just relax and have fun with it. And it should just be about getting together and enjoying Pesach rather than stressing about the food. And so the recipes in the magazine are also, they're not so. Many of them are simple. We have a 2-ingredient roast. It's amazing. I'll share it with your listeners. It's basically just wrapping a roast, like a rib roast or a silver tip roast with bacon, with jack bacon, and just roasting it in the oven. And it's amazing. It's
That
2
sounds
ingredients,
so good.
and
So you
it's
take.
incredible.
So I'm just trying to picture this. I take a silver tip. You said
Yeah, it could be a silver tip or a rib roast. What we did was
silver tip is economical. It's a nice piece.
exactly, and rib roast is the most expensive.
Right.
We did a comparison between the most expensive roast in each category and the least expensive.
Yeah, and
See the difference between it. So we did a brisket, we did a top of rib, we did a silver tip, we did a rib roast, and we did the same recipe with each category.
I
so
have-
that we really tell.
Shifra, that was
difference.
brilliant that you did that.
Yeah,
The
it
same
was just
recipe
really
on
fun.
4 or 5 cuts of meat. Okay.
I'm in awe.
So,
I'm so
yeah,
happy you
and so
did that.
this
Yeah.
recipe is you just take the steak in slices, wrap it around the roast, you preheat your oven to 425, 450,
Hi. Yeah.
and you roast it for about a half hour on the high temperature, lower it to 350, and roast it for an hour, and then let it rest, and you slice it. And the bacon imparts a really cool flavor into the meat, like exactly the right amount of salt and and flavor.
You didn't
It's
have to use
really,
any
really
other
delicious.
ingredients? You didn't have to use like mustard powder or it's Pesach
I mean, you
edition.
could. By the way, Dijon would be really good with that, but you don't have to. It's a very simple recipe.
So it's
and
literally
delicious.
meat with meat. That's the only other ingredient.
Exactly.
very good way to go.
exactly.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
so simple and easy.
Shifra, how does the meat turn out? Does it turn out more steamed because it's wrapped in the bacon, or does it turn out like with a crisp crust because of the fat from the bacon?
So because you're putting the bacon around it, like you said, and it has the fat. I was also, when we did it, I was thinking, is it going to get that nice roasted edge?
Mm-hmm.
And it did. It really got a nice crust around it.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Now, with different cuts of meat need to be cooked at different temperatures, right? Some are low and slow, some are high and then low.
Exactly.
But you did them all the same way. Did you see a difference in the texture of the meat?
So we did the meats that have to be cooked low and slow. We cooked low and slow.
Oh, so you cooked it
I did 2 different
accordingly.
recipes. I did the quick and high heat meats, and then we did the low and slow meats, and we did each one differently.
In terms of cooking, but the ingredients were the same.
So the high and low, the like the silver tip and the rib roast, we cooked the same, and then the first pepper skin and the top of rib we cooked differently.
Okay.
Because it's different, like you mentioned, you can't cook them all the same.
Right. Because brisket you can't cook for an hour, it'll be gross.
Yeah, brisket you cook for an hour, you have rubber. So
Right. So interesting. How every meat. So make sure you know that when you do start preparing your meats. I want to just share a tip. If you try to cook things in double and freeze, I don't know how well this recipe would freeze because it doesn't have a sauce. But if you are cooking for Pesach, double it and freeze.
yeah,
So you have one for first days, one for second days. It's so much less
Exactly.
overwhelming.
and meats that you
label
braise,
your-
like meats that you cook low and slow, are really, really good for freezing. Like they're amazing. They taste better.
Yeah.
True.
Like soups,
Like
stuffed
soup.
cabbage, meatballs.
Yeah. And don't forget to label what you froze, because otherwise you'll never be able to know what it is.
Oh my gosh, that is such a good tip. I have so many pans in my freezer, I don't know what they are.
Right, because you put your leftovers in the freezer on Shabbos and you can't write. It's like 3 months and you're like,
What
I think I
is
said this
this?
last week maybe even. I'm like, what is this? What a surprise.
Mystery meat for dinner.
Like sometimes I'll scratch the top and taste it or smell it to see if I'm getting, is it something I made for a fish sauce? Or is it, like meatballs? You can't tell. So, yeah, try to, you can't always on Shabbos, pre-prepare labels. You don't know what you're going to freeze.
Right.
But, yeah. Okay, any other things that you can share with us about Pesach cooking or tips or from the magazine?
I mean, there's so many things to think about. And also, I think that, like you mentioned about cooking with dairy ingredients, that's really, really exciting as well. And it adds, like, just a different elements. We have a delicious, excellent rollatini. And also, there's a lot of, like, different, like, wine cocktails you could do.
I love that idea.
Yeah. Can we do it for the 4 Kosos? Probably not, right?
That would be
sounds
good.
good, by the way.
I know.
Right? That's a good idea. I'm going to tell that
We
to
also did like a
Booksbaum.
Seder, like we spoke to Gabriel Geller at Royal Wine, and he actually gave us like a whole guide on how to taste the wine for the Seder. So like how to start like light and like end up, so sort of like make the Seder wine experience like sort of a wine tasting.
Right. We're going to
So
have
that was really fun.
We're going to have Jay Booksbaum on next week's show. So
Excellent.
we're going
So
to talk
he's
about,
really-
he's the maven. Not that Gabriel's not. We had him on the show a couple of weeks ago, but he's going to come in the studio and pour us some wine to drink.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll stop by.
And then
Yeah,
another
right?
great tip that we have is, when you're serving like a heavy roast or chicken, it's nice to add something light and fresh.
Okay.
So we did some gremoladas, which is just like herbs with some zest and garlic, or we even did one with pineapple and herbs. And you just serve that with like a roast that's like heavy. It really cuts through the richness. It adds something like really exciting, and it's impressive and it's easy.
I love that.
Yeah, that sounds really exciting.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
going
really good.
Yeah, like sometimes I wish I was going to be home so I could do some of my own cooking. Don't get me wrong. I'm totally
Same here.
appreciating that I'm going to a hotel and the best Ram, I think you're the best, and you know you are. But to be, the food is definitely incredible, and if you haven't, if they're not, I'm not sure if they're sold out. I don't do the business end, but if you want a last minute getaway, come join me. We're gonna have a great time.
Cool.
Okay, I can fit in your suitcase.
Yeah, you probably could.
Yeah.
I'm taking Shashi with me. Yeah. So it's a very exciting time, Pesach, and
It really is.
we I kind of like a couple of days before Pesach, I'm done either if I'm staying home or if I'm going away, and kind of enjoy the day with my girls. We'll either come to Manhattan and go eat at a nice restaurant, to get away from the kitchen a little bit. Don't forget I start months before, so I'm entitled to a little break. Or we go shopping and we get new shoes and new clothes, or, nothing too expensive. I'm a big fan of the sale rack. You should just know that. Big fan of the sale rack. But, it's such a nice chag, and I'm sure all the boys, the Kleins have got boys. You've got one of each, Shashi, right? One girl, one boy. So I've got all girls. I just, everyone gets new yarmulkes and new tzitzis and clean up shoes. And, it's such a nice chag. I go with my husband to the liquor store. It's like,
My birthday is this year on Pesach.
oh, yeah, it doesn't usually fall on Pesach.
No, this year it's late. So
Late this year.
I know.
I know, right? We're going to come back. Come back from Florida like in May.
Yeah.
From Pesach. It's like, but that means Shavuot is going to be like the last week of June. Very late.
Beautiful.
It's going to be very hot.
Yes.
Shifra, you got some good stuff going for Shavuos also, I hope.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. It's been amazing talking to you, Shifra. So just
Thank you so much.
make sure you follow Joy of Kosher Magazine on Instagram, right? It's Joy of Kosher Magazine on Instagram. And turn on those notifications. Shifra, Shashi gave us a bit of a lesson on the new upgrading algorithms of Instagram today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
so
cool.
you should check that out.
Yeah.
Also,
I'll listen to it. I'll listen back to it.
Shifra's also a part of the mod movement, which we're really proud of. Thank you, Shifra, for joining.
Yeah, sure. Great.
It's very cool. I like that. All the women are coming together, like
Yeah,
girl power, all that good stuff.
totally.
All right. Thanks, Shifra, for joining me today. And I know
Okay,
that you're
thank you
super
so
busy at the photo shoot for your Shavuos edition, but we're all about Pesach today. And get your latest Joy of Kosher magazine at your local kosher supermarket, Judaica store, online, subscribe. It's out there for you. Get inspired. Get cooking for Pesach.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shifra.
Okay, take care.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was Shifra Klein, Joy of Kosher. Shashi, I'm so glad you stuck around.
My pleasure.
Yeah, this has been a fun show. Like I was, it's always hard to make sure that I get away from the kitchen. And, you think that I'm always talking about my little escapes, but really it is little escapes from the kitchen, because I love cooking for Pesach, and I love being part of everybody's Seder meals and that I cook for. Like I feel like I've got 18 Sedarim to go to, which I feel like I'm there with them.
It's like Eliyahu and Navi.
Right, yeah. I drink as much as Eliyahu Hanavi. House. No, not really. But I'm really glad you got to stick around. We got to talk a lot about Pesach and the mod movement, really supporting each other. And Talia's great.
She's great.
She's so trendy.
She's such good energy now.
She's great. Thank you for bringing her in. I love to look at the fashion. She's super trendy. So make sure you follow her Instagram as well. Kingdom
To come.
to come. Okay, and then of course, Cooking in Hills, who bought us some delights. I'm just going to show this up. I'm going to take a picture put this on our Instagram page. Yeah, so okay, we've got some good lunch today. All right, so everyone, thank you so much for joining us. We've got Jay Buchsbaum next week, and the biggest cookbook author, kosher cookbook author, maybe one of the biggest kosher not only kosher, but how do I put this? She has 9 to 10 cookbooks, 9 of Kosher Palette, Kosher by Design, and 1 of Kosher Palette. So that's 10 cookbooks. I don't know how many authors have actually written 10 cookbooks kosher or not. That's what I was trying to say. So ZK, so she's going to be joining us next week on by phone to talk about her book and the culinary camp that she's working on. So make sure everybody tunes in to next Friday's show.
She's seeing how I would look with a red nose.
Oh, that's right. You're so cute. She has a red microphone. Thanks for joining us. This is Table for Two with Naomi Nachman on the Nachum
Thank you
Segal.
so much for having me on, Naomi.
You're coming back soon.
Yes.
Our show is sponsored by Natural and Kosher Cheeses, when quality and flavour matter. Catch us on the archives, nachumsegal.com. Listen to us on anytime you want. Shabbat Shalom. Our show is sponsored by our friends at Kedem. Right up until Lichbenching, we got music sponsored by... Yeah, I think I got that right. Did I get that right, DK? Shabbat Shalom.
Bye.